Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 6. I'm Morgan Hoover.
And I'm Chris Allen. Thanks for joining us on this Monday evening after what has been a very warm day.
It has been, as you said earlier, toasty.
Toasty. Yes. It's toasty warm. And it's going to stay toasty warm for the next few days. Looking live from a couple of cameras. One down at the Bowling Green Ballpark where you're seeing a mainly clear sky, 84. Also 84 at the Ag Expo Farm. That's where the Kentucky Mesonet has a camera. Beautiful fall field there, and 84 degrees as well. It's going to stay warm and toasty for a while longer. Even right now, temperatures are still above 80 at this point in the evening. But look what's coming. Oh boy, for the upcoming weekend, a big drop in temperature and the first real shot of colder air for the fall season will be here. Details on that and the rest of your 7-day forecast in just a few minutes. Morgan?
All right, Chris, our top story tonight, an extremist flyer claiming to be from the Ku Klux Klan was distributed in a Warren County neighborhood over the weekend. The Warren County Sheriff's Office confirmed the flyers were left at many homes in the Hunting Creek Estates neighborhood. It's still not known who is responsible for leaving the flyers. According to the Southern Poverty Law Center, the person responsible could be in some trouble. For those wondering what they can do to help, the SPLC has some tips.
These groups are trying to intimidate us and scare away our neighbors, right, for their immutable characteristics. So coming together with others who don't want this in your community, I think could be a very powerful way to build solidarity in this moment, as well as to try to organize a collective response.
The SPLC recommends talking to neighbors and local elected officials and reporting all similar instances to law enforcement. Tonight, one man is behind bars charged with several drug-related crimes after agents find nearly 400 grams of methamphetamine in his Cave City motel room. Drug Task Force agents say 34-year-old Barry Markham was also found with 37 fentanyl pills disguised as oxycodone, 9 Suboxone strips, 14 grams of psilocybin mushrooms, along with LSD, marijuana, a handgun, and a large sum of cash. He was taken to the Barron County Correctional Center. One more local news now. Butler County is about to get a new addition. News 40 reporter Carlisle Coppins joins us in the studio with more.
The Butler County Animal Shelter is doing a lot within the community. In some ways they are is by fundraising for some exciting news. Take a look. The Butler County Animal Shelter is working towards a major goal, not just for the animals, but also for the community. This requires a lot of fundraising, and the staff has already begun by partnering with different companies and many members of the community.
The animals' lives depend on our fundraising. Before they leave, we completely vet them. They're spayed, neutered, vaccinated, clean bill of health, and that takes a lot of money and funds.
The current facility doesn't have the capacity to engage with the community the way the staff at the shelter would like it to.
There are so many things that we want to do and we just can't do here. We are also trying to build our new facility. The Butler County Animal Care and Wellness facility that we want will serve the community in so many different ways.
Some ways they want to help is by offering more knowledge to children and families. Many volunteers know the benefits of spreading this knowledge.
We see all the citizens that come in and they're happy, they love to come in and they know they're giving back for our animals, and we enjoy doing that for our shelter.
With this new facility filled with rooms and space designed specifically for the community and surgical and isolation rooms for the animals, the Butler County Animal Shelter will connect with the community like never before.
We want more opportunities to serve our community because they feel like they're a part of us and a part of, that doing something. Even if they don't want to step foot in the animal shelter and do something, they can still help us out.
Some ways that you can get involved is by donating your time or even a pair of shoes. You can learn more by visiting WNKY.com later tonight. Morgan?
All right, Carlisle, thank you very much. And more local news. Have you ever heard of gleaning? It solves 2 local problems, food waste and hunger. This week, a local organization is celebrating those efforts. Glean Kentucky has been in Bowling Green since September of 2020. To celebrate their anniversary, they will be hosting Glean Fest on Saturday, October 7th from 3 to 5 at the First Christian Church in Bowling Green. Gleaning involves picking up produce from grocery stores and the farmers market and delivering them to organizations that serve the community. Glean staff hope this Glean Fest brings awareness to the cause.
We're a lot newer here to Bowling Green, even though in the last 18 months we've rescued over 140,000 pounds of produce and delivered that to these agencies. A lot of people just did not know who we were because we were pretty new on the scene. It's only been about 3 years that we've been here at all. And so what we are wanting to do is raise that awareness.
For more information about what Glean does, you can visit their website. That is WNKY.org. Well, as we say farewell to the Dog's Day of Summer, we now say hello to the Dog Days of Fall as we bring attention to a unique fashion designer in our area. News 40's Michael Ridgway joins us in the studio with more.
That's right, Morgan. If you need some pearls for your pooch or a cutoff for your canine, there's a craftswoman in Cave City giving out some hot looks to man's best friend. Here's a look at Tattletales.
I sew bandanas, tutus, vests, hats, all kinds of stuff for dogs.
Michelle Harper runs her side hustle Tattletales out of her home after her mother suggested she start making her own dog clothes when her dogs modeled for another company.
Okay, I'll try it. So I did. I started sewing for my dogs, and then I was like, well, I wonder if anybody else would want to buy, my stuff.
She's been up and running for about a year now, starting with Etsy, and now has her own website along with her own models.
Yeah, we have like 13, and they're from Dallas, Texas, California, even one in Singapore.
And her husband, who makes the treats for every order, is right behind her every step of the way.
Oh, I do, and I'll even pull up the website and show them pictures. Some people, it just depends. Some people are just like floored at how well they look. And then I had a gentleman the other day, he's like, people dress their dogs like that? Yeah, they do. But yeah, for the most part, most people they love the look and are just amazed at the level of quality that she's able to produce.
What's Michelle's favorite part about all this?
Seeing the dogs dressed up. That's an easy question. I love seeing all the pictures.
Her work has shown up in legendary Dog magazine, and though she's a dental assistant by day, she has some hopes for her night gig.
It's crazy. I love it though. I want to be on the cover next.
If you like what you just saw, don't worry, we'll put you in contact with Michelle. Just head over to our website where we'll post her website and social media. Morgan, back to you.
All right, Michael, this Wednesday, Kids on the Block will be popping up in the Logan County Public Library in Auburn. They'll be offering 2 programs courtesy of Logan County's Fiscal Court, which will touch on problem solving for young children and healthy habits like eating right and cutting down on screen time. Now, this is all completely free to the community. It starts at 10:30 on Wednesday morning.
And I think it's just important because a lot of the subjects are either like socially driven or something like healthy habits. That's something that they could put into their everyday lives. But it's like the puppets are kids talking to kids. So kids want to listen to that more and they trust the puppets.
Again, this is free to the public. The first show starts at 10:30 a.m. educating kids on critical thinking, followed by the next show at noon, focusing on living a better lifestyle. Well, still to come on News 40 at 6, with the passing of a short-term spending bill. The government has bought themselves a little over a month to pass a long-term solution to the problem. The latest details from Capitol Hill in just a bit. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen is back after the break with a full look at our forecast, hoping for it to get cooler soon. Make that happen for us, Chris. That's coming up after this.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
The fresh timer starts the minute a tomato gets picked. That's why at Kroger, we shorten the time from harvest to home. So no matter how you shop, you'll have more time to enjoy your fresh produce. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I'm attorney Deborah Brose. I am committed to my clients across South Central Kentucky. But don't just take it from me. If you've been injured in a car wreck, I can help. Call our office today for a free consultation.
When Daniel Cameron says he absolutely supports bringing back Matt Bevin's ruthless Medicaid plan, Cameron threatens to take away coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians and punish working parents.
This sounds very similar to something that Governor Matt Bevin tried.
Well, absolutely.
But when Cameron said he'd back Bevin's war on teachers and take taxpayer money from public schools to give to private schools instead, he'd punish Kentucky's kids. Cameron's absolutely wrong for Kentucky.
Tough times are inevitable, and we could all use a little help. Find the courage to reach out. You don't have to do this alone. Text your zip code to 898-211 or simply dial 211. Get connected. Get help today.
Ford's is celebrating our 87th anniversary with a huge sale. Everything store-wide is on sale, and get up to 72 months no-interest financing. Save on bedrooms to sofas and dinettes to recliners during our anniversary sale going on now at Ford's Furniture.
My name is Rita Fowler. I was in the car actually relaxing, and all of a sudden, boom, the car hit us. That's when I decided to call Morgan & Morgan. They made it so easy. They took care of everything for me. It was a no-brainer.
Superior dentistry comes standard at Chandler Park Dental Care. We're dedicated to providing you and your family with the highest standard of care. Give us a call to set up an appointment today and experience superior dentistry at Chandler Park Dental Care.
At Infinity Pipeline, your family is our family. Our employees are the foundation of what we do. And what matters to you matters to us. We're now hiring the next generation of skilled workers to help grow our community. Apply now. InfinityPipeInc.com.
You're watching WNKY CBS 40, home of Super Bowl 58.
At Kroger, everyone wins when it comes to savings because you get the same great prices, deals, and rewards on pickup or delivery as you do in store. So no matter how you shop, everyone saves big. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, it's too hot for October. We need some cooler temperatures.
I know this is. I know it's a little bit unusual, but I'll remind folks that it was only back at 2019 when we had record-breaking heat.
Oh, wow.
Highs like 96, 97.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at the very beginning of October. It's only a few years ago that happened. So it could be hotter, but it's about to get cooler and even colder for some this coming weekend. It's all going to start in earnest on Friday. We'll get a little taste of it on Thursday, but by Friday, this is the cooler air coming in, well below average for this time of the year, and then well below average for the central and eastern parts of the state, where for the first time this fall season, they could actually get maybe a couple of areas of frost over toward Jackson, Kentucky, and over in the more mountainous areas as you head on over into Virginia and West Virginia. But it's coming. The cooler air certainly is going to be here for the weekend and even into the beginning of next week. Today, though, not so much. 87 was our high temperature. Of course, not a record. There's the record. 98 we hit in 2019, as I mentioned. Yeah, there were several days when we hit record temperatures back in 2019. 78 where we should be, a 9-degree difference there. 58 was our low temperature, and we're going to see temperatures overnight even running closer to 60 probably the next couple of nights. 81 and sunny right now with an east wind at 5, 53 the humidity, 62% the dew point, so just a little touch of a little humidity in the air, but not bad. This is actually tolerable. Lack of rainfall, that's the other story that we've got to talk about. Since the 1st of September, we have picked up 2.22 inches at the Bowling Green Airport up until today. The normal is 389, so that puts us at a deficit for that time period at 1.67. That's not drastic, but it still puts us in somewhat of a drought situation. So some some of you will be needing even more in the way of rain as we get closer to the weekend. We've got rain chances there, but it's not going to be enough to, I think, eradicate that deficit. High pressure is what's controlling our weather right now over the Ohio Valley, Tennessee Valley, and beyond. I mean, it's a big, big dome of high pressure, and so the winds here are coming light out of the east and will continue to do so overnight tonight. A few clouds, maybe some patchy fog. You know the drill. It's been doing that for the last several nights. The big change won't happen here until about Thursday. This is Tuesday night, 7 o'clock. We start to see a few scattered clouds trying to work in, especially on Wednesday. But again, it's not going to be until Thursday before we see some of these showers back to the west. And the first of two cold fronts coming through. The first one will bring us the rain Thursday night into Friday. Second front on Friday night will bring us the much colder air. 60 tonight, clear with some patchy fog in the area. And then as we go through the next 7 days, more toasty air until we get to Thursday with some showers, scattered showers on Friday into early Saturday. Then the big chill is on with highs only in the 60s, lows in the 40s as we head into the weekend. And here's what's coming up tonight on CBS 40.
Don't miss this week's episode of the Pie Queen's Pantry. We're going to be talking about one of my favorite seasonal side dishes, and I have a special guest that's coming to visit on this week's episode. We'll see you in the Pie Queen's Pantry.
The $250,000 mega draw is here at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green. Win by matching just one number and match all 6 for $250,000 cash. Drawing Saturdays in October every hour from 5 to 8 p.m. Only at the Mint Gaming Hall Bowling Green.
As a dad, protecting children is my priority. But Governor Andy Beshear's actions are endangering our children. Beshear vetoed a bill that would have protected women by keeping biological men out of girls' sports. Beshear also vetoed a bill that would have protected Kentucky children from gender-mutilating surgeries. Beshear has more in common with California liberals than Kentucky families. Keep Kentucky kids safe. Kick Governor Beshear out of office.
Protect Freedom PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Life is a series of timely decisions. Will you be ready? Pathways Senior Care Advisors are here to help you navigate the right path. Call Pathways Senior Care Advisors Mary Coron and Stacy Carter for your free consultation at 270-901-1878 or visit pathwayssca.com. Better informed, better choices.
Looking for a convenient place to get that big fitness energy? It's Planet Fitness. You know it. Now through October 13th, you can join for just $1 down, $10 a month. We've got over 2,400 locations with most open 24 hours. Join now to enjoy free fitness training and equipment for every workout. Whether you're new to a gym or a fitness pro, the judgment-free zone is the place for you. Join Planet Fitness today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment. Cancel anytime. Deal ends October 13th.
Oh, yeah, that's the energy.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
I usually vote Republican, but I'm also voting for Andy Beshear. I definitely feel that Kentucky's moving forward under Andy's leadership. He brings great ideals to the floor. Andy's the guy that's been bringing the two parties together. Beshear's brought a lot of good jobs to the state of Kentucky. He makes sure that the police have everything they need to keep us safe. Andy cut the income tax. That's a big deal, huge deal. I voted for Trump because I felt he was putting the American people first. I'm going to support Andy because I do feel he's putting Kentucky first.
Former President Donald Trump appeared in a New York courtroom today to defend his company's business practices. Astrid Martinez has more.
We're going to be here for months with a judge that already made up his mind. It's ridiculous.
Former President Donald Trump slammed the civil lawsuit against him, his family, and his company as the trial got underway in a Manhattan courtroom Monday.
Donald Trump and the other defendants have committed persistent and repeated fraud.
New York Attorney General Letitia James brought the case, accusing Trump, his sons, and the Trump Organization of inflating the value of properties by hundreds of millions of dollars while pursuing favorable bank loans.
No matter how powerful you are, no matter how much money you think you may have, no one is above the law.
But Trump and his lawyers argue the disclaimers made on the financial statements make clear the values listed are just estimates.
We have a clause in the contract. It's like a buyer beware clause. It says when you take a look at the financial statement, don't believe anything you read. This is up front.
This trial is one of the many legal headaches for the GOP presidential frontrunner who has been indicted 4 times since March. Trump maintains he has done nothing wrong and that all these cases are politically motivated.
If I weren't leading in all the polls, or if I weren't running, I wouldn't have any of these cases. I wouldn't be seeing you this morning.
Prosecutors are seeking a ban on Trump doing business in New York and $250 million in penalties. Astrid Martinez, CBS News, New York.
And don't panic on Wednesday when your smartphone lets out a loud screech. The federal government is planning a nationwide test of the emergency alert system at 1:20 local time. The test will include wireless emergency alerts in addition to television and radio. You should also receive a text message telling you it's only a test. This will mark only the second time the federal government has sent the alert to mobile phones. Well, Congress has a little more than a month to find common ground on long-term funding that will keep the government open and running. President Biden is calling on lawmakers to move quickly, but the leaders have their work cut out for them on a range of issues. Skylar Henry has more.
President Biden is pressing Congress to reach a long-term funding deal. He's also adamant about getting more money to Ukraine in the country's war against Russia.
This is about freedom and democracy against Russia's invasion, aggression against the Ukrainian people. And this is also about protecting our national security as well.
Support for Ukraine remains a hot-button topic on Capitol Hill. The stopgap bill Congress passed over the weekend to keep the government open did not include the $300 million originally proposed to help Ukraine's war effort. Hardline conservatives who are calling for deeper spending cuts and oppose the funding say this comment from the president Sunday is fueling new questions for them.
Mr. President, are you going to be able to trust Speaker McCarthy when the next deal comes around?
We just made one about Ukraine, so we'll find out.
Florida Congressman Matt Gaetz, among other Republicans, brought their concerns about that deal to the House floor after Speaker McCarthy turned to Democrats for help avoiding the government shutdown.
Working with the Democrats is a yellow brick road that has been paved by Speaker McCarthy. Whether it was the debt limit deal, the CR, or now the secret deal on Ukraine.
Gaetz also said he plans to oust McCarthy from leadership this week.
I do not think it's good for the House. I do not think it's good for this institution. I do not think this is good for the country. We've got 45 days here to do our work, and someone wants to continue to string this out.
It's unclear whether a motion to remove McCarthy as Speaker has enough votes to pass. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Well, stay with us. News 40's Maxwell Trink is in the studio with a look at sports right after this.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Geez. Hey, Trent. What's going on? You've been here for 7 hours.
I'm having problems with the this ain't right. I'm coming back tomorrow.
I should have called JB. Trent, gee.
Should have called JB Electric. At JB Electric, when it comes to electricity, we don't mess around. Make the right call. Call JB Electric.
At Infinity Pipeline, your family is our family. Our employees are the foundation of what we do. And what matters to you matters to us. We're now hiring the next generation of skilled workers to help grow our community. Apply now. InfinityPipeInc.com.
I'm waking up my day. So let's get it started. Turn it up, turn it on. Keep the morning moving right along. Yeah, I'm waking up my day. News 40 sunrise way. I'm waking up my day. WNKY. Yeah, when you want the force to get you out the door. I'm waking up my day. The News 40 sunrise way.
Weekday morning starting at 6.
The UPS Store on Scottsville Road supports small businesses from start to finish to marketing projects of all sizes. We can help grow your small business. Call us today to discuss your printing needs. The UPS Store on Scottsville Road, your local printing solution.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Injured in an accident? Let Flora Tappan and Stewart fight the system for you. Get the results you deserve. What does it mean when Flora Tappan and Stewart says fight the system? It means personal representation with top attorneys. We fight for you against big insurance and pay only if you win. So if you're injured, let Flora Tappan Stewart accident injury lawyers fight the system for you.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
Welcome into sports. The 14th District Boys Soccer Tournament kicks off today. The Warren Central Dragons are hosting the tournament this year, and they will be taking on last year's champs, the Bowling Green Purples, at 7:30 p.m. The first match began at 5:30 between the Greenwood Gators and the South Warren Spartans. Tune in at 10 for the final scores from the first round of district action. Plus, at the Hill, the WKU soccer team was in action over the weekend. On Friday night, the Tops ended with a draw in conference play against FIU. But on Sunday, they took down Chicago State at home 2-0. Head coach Jason Nidell spoke on getting the win during fall break for his players.
And obviously we're on fall break, so it's really nice to have a couple of days off from class. I think that will really help our players get caught up academically. I think there's a lot of stressors right now, and I think hopefully the couple of days off from school will help alleviate some of that and get us in the right mindset to prepare for a really tough El Paso team.
Well, let's keep it on the hill. WKU football is gearing up for their second straight weekday matchup on Thursday. The Tops are set to hit the road, continuing conference play, visiting La Tech, the Bulldogs. The Tops are coming off a dominant win over MTSU, where the team jumped out to a quick lead for defensive coordinator Tyson Summers. It allows his defense to be more aggressive when the offense is clicking early.
Defensively, you know, as a play caller, playing with the lead is huge, you know, because when our offense plays well, it forces the opponent offense to play pretty one-handed. Playing with the lead gives us an opportunity to kind of open up a whole new tool belt of things we can do. And anyway, again, I thought our offense played really well, special teams played well, and it's a collective effort. We're all trying to really, you know, play together and play complementary football, and it's a good team win.
The Kentucky Wildcats moved to 5-0 on the season, taking on the Florida Gators on Saturday afternoon. The Cats gained their third straight win against the Gators thanks to a dominant performance from running back Ray Davis, who had just shy of 300 rushing yards and 3 touchdowns. Hear from head coach Mark Stoops as he plans his thoughts against Georgia.
It goes without saying, the challenge to go on the road to Athens to play Georgia. You know, what a great opportunity. You have to credit Coach Kirby Smart, his staff, his players for what they've done and the consistency that they've had.
And the Tennessee Titans hosted the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday afternoon, hoping to even their record. The offense looked much smoother than the first 3 weeks, with Derrick Henry leading the ground game, having 122 rushing yards and a touchdown, as well as a passing touchdown. They will visit the Indianapolis Colts this Sunday at noon. One other note for college football, both Louisville and Kentucky are ranked in the top 25, so a good time for the state.
Wow, absolutely.
Yeah. Great stuff.
Yeah.
Very exciting stuff.
We expected that, right?
Yeah,
That
I
they
would say
be
so.
ranked
If
this
both
week.
teams are undefeated, Might as well put them in the AP top.
Yeah, you might as well, yeah. Well, if you're going out this evening, it's going to be another great evening, mainly clear. A little patchy fog in a couple of spots, and temperatures will fall to about 60 for an overnight low. Get used to that for the next few nights at least.
All right, Chris.
Sounds great.
Thank you so much. Thank you at home. We will see you back here tonight at 10.
Appreciate that. Thank y'all. How's everybody? I appreciate that now. Thank y'all. Well, welcome to Family Feud, everybody. I'm your man, Steve Harvey. Got another good one for you today, returning for their third day with a total of $20,725 from Central Islip, New York. It's the champs. It's the Bryan family. From Dixon, California, it's the Allen family. Everybody's here trying to win themselves some cash, and somebody might have a shot driving out in a brand new car. Well, folks, since this family was just recently on the show, these are the champs. We know everybody. Let's just get it on. Give me Nakia, give me Richard. All right, guys, here we go. Top 6 answers on the board. We ask 100 women, your guy thinks his package is an eggplant, but it looks more like what vegetable?
A carrot.
A carrot.
A banana.
A banana.
We're playing.
As soon as she did it, she said, that's not a vegetable.